Georgia DMV Permit Test. In Georgia, the use of seat belts is 1. Mandatory for drivers over the age of 21. 2. Mandatory for all passengers in the vehicle. 3. Only required in the front seats. The answer is 3. Only required in the front seats. Georgia law states that each occupant in the front seat of a passenger vehicle traveling on Georgia roads and highways must be secured by a seat safety belt, lap and shoulder. All occupants of any passenger vehicle must utilize a seat safety belt if they are under the age of 18. What should you do when you park your car on an uphill street with a curb? 1. Turn the front wheels toward the curb. 2. Speed up and honk the horn. 3. Keep the wheels straight. 4. Turn the front wheels away from the curb. The answer is 4. Turn the front wheels away from the curb. In heavy fog. 1. Use your low beam lights. 2. Use your parking lights and emergency flashers. 3. Use your high beam lights. The answer is 1. Use your low beam lights. You should dim, lower, your headlights when you are driving in rain, fog, snow, or smoke. If, while driving, a tire suddenly blows out, you should 1. Grasp the steering wheel firmly and take your foot off the accelerator. 2. Pump the brakes rapidly. 3. Brake hard and steer toward the right edge of the roadway. The answer is 1. Grasp the steering wheel firmly and take your foot off the accelerator. Apply brakes lightly if necessary and safe to do so. Grasp the steering wheel firmly and take your foot off the accelerator to allow the vehicle to roll to a top. Do not move to the shoulder of the road until the car has slowed greatly. What can change how alcohol affects a person's body? 1. Their intelligence. 2. Their height. 3. Their weight. 4. Their judgment. The answer is 3. Their weight. What should you do when you want to move your car from one lane to another? 1. Drive as fast as you can. 2. Blow your horn loudly. 3. Close your eyes and hope for the best. 4. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. The answer is 4. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. A driver's license in Georgia must be renewed. 1. Every 5 years. 2. Every 10 years. 3. Every 8 years. The answer is 3. Every 8 years. Your license can be renewed up to 150 days before the expiration date of your license. Allow up to 45 days for your permanent license to be delivered. Your renewed license will be valid for up to 8 years. You are stopped at an intersection and the traffic light changes to green. You should 1. Wait until the car next to you starts ahead. 2. Proceed immediately so you do not hold up the traffic behind you. 3. Go ahead only after you are sure that all cross traffic and pedestrians have cleared the intersection. The answer is 3. Go ahead only after you are sure that all cross traffic and pedestrians have cleared the intersection. If you are convicted of operating a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. 1. You will be permitted to drive only in emergencies. 2. Your privilege to drive will be suspended. 3. You will be permitted to drive during daylight hours only. The answer is 2. Your privilege to drive will be suspended. Penalties for driving under the influence of intoxicants are severe, with fines up to $1,000, jail sentences up to 12 months, and mandatory suspension of your driving privileges. Georgia law requires you to yield to all highway maintenance vehicles and workers in a construction zone. 1. True. 2. False. The answer is 1. True. Yield to all highway maintenance vehicles and workers in a construction zone. If you see a funeral procession on the road, you should 1. Pass the procession as quickly as possible. 2. Yield the right of way. 3. Join the procession to help clear traffic. The answer is 2. Yield the right of way. What should you do with your headlights when it's raining? 1. Use your fog lights. 2. Turn on your high beam headlights. 3. Turn off your headlights. 4. Use low beam headlights. The answer is 4. Use low beam headlights. You should dim, lower, your headlights when you are driving in rain, fog, snow, or smoke. What does this road sign mean? 1. You must turn right. 2. No right turn permitted. 3. Right turn permitted on red light. The answer is 2. No right turn permitted. You cannot make a right turn at this intersection. A school bus with its flashing red signals on is stopped on a non-divided highway. You must 1. Stop until the signal lights are no longer flashing and all passengers have cleared the roadway. 2. Stop when approaching from the rear only. 3. Slow down when approaching from the front, and proceed with caution. The answer is 1. Stop until the signal lights are no longer flashing and all passengers have cleared the roadway. Once the flashing lights have turned red and the stop signs have extended from the side of the school bus, it is unlawful for any vehicle to pass the stopped school bus while it is loading or unloading passengers. What should a driver do when getting onto the interstate from an entrance ramp? 1. Should drive as fast as they can. 2. Should honk their horn loudly. 3. Should stop and have a snack. 4. Should yield to drivers already on the interstate. The answer is 4. Should yield to drivers already on the interstate. Vehicles on the expressway have the right of way, but courteous drivers will permit you to move into the expressway traffic. When approaching an intersection for a left turn, you should approach the intersection. 1. By cutting into the left lane immediately before the intersection. 2. As near as possible to the right-hand curb. 3. In the far left lane or center, turning, lane. The answer is 3. In the far left lane or center, turning, lane. When you are driving in a work zone, you should 1. Speed up to clear the zone quickly. 2. Slow down and be prepared for sudden stops. 3. Ignore any signs or signals. The answer is 2. Slow down and be prepared for sudden stops. Motorists who regulatory speed limits in a work zone may be found guilty of a misdemeanor of a high and aggravated nature and will be punished by a fine of not less than $100 nor more than $2,000, or by imprisonment for a term not to exceed 12 months, or both. In what order do traffic lights show their colors, from the top to the bottom? 1. Blue, yellow, red. 2. Red, yellow, green. 3. Purple, green, orange. 4. Pink, brown, gray. The answer is 2. Red, yellow, green. The Department of Driver Services is required by law to suspend the driving privileges of an individual for a conviction of the following offenses. 1. Hit and run or leaving the scene of a crash. 2. Superspeeder. 3. Improper exhaust. The answer is 1. Hit and run or leaving the scene of a crash. The department will suspend the driving privileges of an individual in this non-conviction situation: hit and run or leaving the scene of a crash. What happens to roads when they become very cold? 1. Roads become softer and more pliable. 2. Roads become smoother and more durable. 3. Roads stay the same, and their condition doesn't change. 4. Roads can become more brittle and prone to cracking or developing potholes. The answer is 4. Roads can become more brittle and prone to cracking or developing potholes. When driving at night, you may use your parking lights instead of headlights. 1. True. 2. False. The answer is 2. False. No, it is not safe to use parking lights instead of headlights while driving at night. Parking lights are designed to make your car visible when parked, not to illuminate the road. If you experience a tire blowout while driving, you should 1. Speed up to maintain control. 2. Immediately brake hard. 3. Grip the steering wheel firmly and slow down gradually. The answer is 3. Grip the steering wheel firmly and slow down gradually. Follow these guidelines to maintain control of the vehicle. Apply brakes lightly if necessary and safe to do so. Grasp the steering wheel firmly and take your foot off the accelerator to allow the vehicle to roll to a top. Do not move to the shoulder of the road until the car has slowed greatly. What does a sign with a red circle and a line through it mean? 1. It's a suggestion. 2. You should do that action. 3. You can choose to do that action. 4. That an action is forbidden. The answer is 4. That an action is forbidden. A red circle with a red slash from upper left to lower right means O. The picture within the circle shows what is prohibited. The Georgia Move Over law requires motorists to 1. Move to the next lane if safely possible. 2. Move into the median. 3. Stop alongside the officer. The answer is 1. Move to the next lane if safely possible. The Georgia Move Over law requires drivers to move over one lane when possible if an emergency vehicle with flashing lights is parked on the shoulder of the highway. And if traffic is too heavy to move over safely, the law requires drivers to slow down below the posted speed limit instead and to be prepared to stop. The Georgia Implied Consent Law means 1. You must sign a statement that you will not drive a motor vehicle after drinking more than 3 drinks. 2. You are required to submit to tests of your blood, breath, urine or other bodily substances to determine if you are under the influence of drugs or alcohol. 3. You consent to have a blood sample taken if an officer stops you for driving recklessly. The answer is 2. You are required to submit to tests of your blood, breath, urine or other bodily substances to determine if you are under the influence of drugs or alcohol. What signal should you give before changing lanes in traffic? 1. Left or right turn signal, depending on whether you wish to change left or right. 2. Stop signal, hand and arm down. 3. No signal is needed if the lane is open ahead. The answer is 1. Left or right turn signal, depending on whether you wish to change left or right. Use turn signals. Be sure to activate your right or left thumb signal to indicate that you are changing lanes before you begin the maneuver. What does this road sign tell you about the speed limit on the road? 1. 45 miles per hour. 2. 50 miles per hour. 3. 55 miles per hour. 4. 65 miles per hour. The answer is 3. 55 miles per hour. What should you do if you miss your exit on the highway? 1. Back up carefully. 2. Stop and reverse. 3. Make a U-turn. 4. Continue to the next exit. The answer is 4. Continue to the next exit. When driving into fog you should 1. Use your parking lights. 2. Use your high beam headlights. 3. Use your low beam headlights. The answer is 3. Use your low beam headlights. Make your vehicle visible to others both ahead of you and behind you by using your low beam headlights, since this means your tail lights will also be on. Use fog lights if you have them. Never use your high beam lights. When should you turn on your turn signal before making a turn? 1. 25 feet before the turn. 2. 50 feet before the turn. 3. 100 feet before the turn. 4. 500 feet before the turn. The answer is 3. 100 feet before the turn. What is black ice and why is it so dangerous? 1. You drive a four-wheel drive car, so you do not need to be concerned about black ice. 2. Something your friends at school used to change the color of their drinking water. 3. It does not exist. There is no such thing as black ice. 4. A thick coat of highly transparent ice, which means it blends into the road well and makes it harder to see. The answer is 4. A thick coat of highly transparent ice, which means it blends into the road well and makes it harder to see. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the center line mean? 1. You can pass when safe. 2. No passing is allowed. 3. You can pass with caution. 4. Passing is allowed at night only. The answer is 2. No passing is allowed. Passing is prohibited on two-lane roads, in area marked by a solid yellow line on the right of the center line, or a do not pass sign, or double yellow lines. What does this road sign mean? 1. Slippery when wet. 2. Winding road. 3. Loose gravel. The answer is 1. Slippery when wet. Roadway is slippery when wet. Remember, the first half hour of rain is most hazardous. If your car starts to hydroplane, you should 1. Brake hard immediately. 2. Accelerate to regain traction. 3. Ease off the gas and steer in the direction you want to go. The answer is 3. Ease off the gas and steer in the direction you want to go. If hydroplaning occurs, take your foot off of the accelerator, letting the car slow down. To prevent hydroplaning, Maintain good tires with adequate water channeling thread on your vehicle. Most importantly, slow down when there is water on the roadway. Why is the drawbar or towing connection significant when you're pulling a trailer or load with your car? 1. It helps with fuel efficiency. 2. It ensures safe and secure towing. 3. It provides extra storage space. 4. It enhances the vehicle's appearance. The answer is 2. It ensures safe and secure towing. You're driving in the left lane, and cars are passing you on the right. What should you do if the driver behind you wants to go faster? 1. Stop your car. 2. Speed up and race with them. 3. Close your eyes and keep driving. 4. Move into the right lane when it is safe. The answer is 4. Move into the right lane when it is safe. When approaching an intersection where a yield sign has been placed facing you, you must 1. Stop, regardless of time or place. 2. Give right of way to all vehicles. 3. Come to a full stop, look in both directions, and then proceed. The answer is 2. Give right of way to all vehicles. You must slow down to a speed that is reasonable for existing conditions and stop if necessary. If you must stop, do so at a marked stop line, if it exists. After slowing or stopping, you must yield the right of way to other vehicles in the intersection or approaching closely on another roadway or auxiliary road leading into a major highway. What is the meaning of a red and white triangular sign? 1. Stop. 2. Yield. 3. No U-turn. 4. Speed limit. The answer is 2. Yield. Triangle signs mean yield. You must slow down to a speed that is reasonable for existing conditions and stop if necessary. If you must stop, do so at a marked stop line, if it exists. After slowing or stopping, you must yield the right of way to other vehicles in the intersection or approaching closely on another roadway or auxiliary road leading into a major highway. What does a yellow diamond-shaped road sign indicate? 1. A warning. 2. A regulatory rule. 3. A stop is required. 4. A construction zone. The answer is 1. A warning. Diamond-shaped signs warn of existing or possible hazards on roadways or adjacent areas. They are yellow with black words indicating the potential hazard, or black symbols visually describing the potential hazard. When driving in Georgia, the slow poke law requires 1. Slow drivers to keep to the right. 2. Fast drivers to use the right lane. 3. All drivers to maintain the speed limit. The answer is 1. Slow drivers to keep to the right. Slower drivers must move out of the passing lane, most left-hand lanes, and over to the right to allow faster moving traffic to proceed. Regardless of the speed you are traveling, you must move from the lane when faster traffic is approaching. What does this sign tell you about what's happening on the road? 1. A rest stop up ahead. 2. Flagger ahead. 3. Stop sign ahead. 4. A school crossing. The answer is 2. Flagger ahead. Obey flaggers. Flaggers are people used to direct traffic through and around work zones. In a work zone, a flagger has the same authority as a regulatory sign. Do not disobey a flagger's traffic control directions. Who should always wear their seat belt every time they ride in a car? 1. Only the driver. 2. Only the people in the back seat. 3. No one needs to wear seat belts. 4. Each occupant in the front seat must be secured by a seat safety belt. The answer is 4. Each occupant in the front seat must be secured by a seat safety belt. Georgia law states that each occupant in the front seat of a passenger vehicle traveling on Georgia roads and highways must be secured by a seat safety belt, lap and shoulder. All occupants of any passenger vehicle must utilize a seat safety belt if they are under the age of 18. A person commits the offense of aggressive driving when he or she 1. Is the passenger in a motor vehicle where the driver has the intent to annoy, harass, molest, intimidate, injure or obstruct another person. 2. Operates any motor vehicle with the intent to annoy, harass, molest, intimidate, injure or obstruct another person. 3. Operates any motor vehicle with the intent to help someone else. The answer is 2. Operates any motor vehicle with the intent to annoy, harass, molest, intimidate, injure or obstruct another person. If you have to stop on the shoulder of a freeway because of an emergency, you should 1. Activate your hazard lights, raise the hood to indicate difficulty. 2. Stand behind your car to warn traffic that you have stopped. 3. Get out of your car and walk for help. The answer is 1. Activate your hazard lights, raise the hood to indicate difficulty. If it is necessary to stop, raise the hood and activate your hazard lights to indicate difficulty. Don't walk along the expressway in search of help. What does Georgia's hands-free law prohibit? 1. Driving with one hand. 2. Talking to passengers. 3. Holding a phone while driving. 4. Listening to music in the car. The answer is 3. Holding a phone while driving. Georgia has a hands-free law, HB 673, that mandates that drivers are not allowed to hold or support a phone for any reason. A phone can only be used with headphones, a wireless device, phone holder or mounted device. Penalties are fines and points added to your driving record, increasing for each conviction. What kind of space on the road do motorcycles have the right to use? 1. The sidewalk. 2. The grassy area next to the road. 3. Only a tiny strip on the side of the road. 4. The same full lane width as other motor vehicles. The answer is 4. The same full lane width as other motor vehicles. What should you do when driving on snowy or icy roads? 1. Drive like it's a sunny day. 2. Drive super fast. 3. Do lots of sharp turns. 4. Make speed and directional changes more gradually than you would otherwise. The answer is 4. Make speed and directional changes more gradually than you would otherwise. If the signal light changes from green to yellow as you enter the intersection, you should 1. Stop and back up past the crosswalk. 2. Slow down and exercise caution before proceeding through the intersection. 3. Speed up to clear the intersection. The answer is 2. Slow down and exercise caution before proceeding through the intersection. What does this road sign mean? 1. Directional sign for children. 2. School zone ahead. 3. Playground area ahead. The answer is 2. School zone ahead. Pentagon-shaped signs mean you are approaching a school zone and a school crossing. These signs can sometimes be fluorescent green in color. What is the fine for violating Georgia's superspeeder law? 1. $50. 2. $100. 3. $200. 4. $500. The answer is 3. $200. Superspeeder. Any driver convicted of speeding 75 miles per hour or more on a 2-lane road or 8.5 miles per hour or more on any road in Georgia will be assessed a $200 state fee. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and support our channel through joining our channel membership.